Welcome back to Steins Gate. Today we are picking things back up at the save where we decided whether or not to send a message to Lukaku's mother. Last time we made this choice, we didn't send the message and we saw how that ended up last time. So this time we're going back, we're going to send the message and we're going to see what happens then. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's get this message sent. So we've seen this bit before. I don't know how long to go before I send the message. Right, let's just do it here. Okay. Open address book to the phone wave. Let's give it a call. Lukaku places her finger on top of mine. On top of the send button. Thank you, Okabe-san. Farewell, my love. Okay. And we're off. And we're on chapter 9! I don't know how many chapters there are. I think I used to know this. I feel like chapter 9 can't be too far from the end. The warmth of Lukaku's hand slips away as the vertigo hits me. I'm still at the shrine, but I no longer feel Lukaku clinging to my back. I turn around slowly. Lukaku is standing a short distance away, as if to see me off. No tears, just a bewildered smile. My chest feels like it's about to burst. I hold it back.
Na, Lukaku.
Hey, Lukaku. Yes?
Omae wa...
I hesitate for a moment, but I have to know.
Otoko da yo na.
You're a guy, right? Yes? She is gone. He has returned. Cuter than any girl. Looks good in Miko robes. But he's a guy. I bite my lip.
Omae wa ore no koto suki ka?
Do you like me? What? I don't understand.
Suki ka?
Do you like me? I respect you. He respects me? I don't deserve his respect. But that's not what matters now. Lukaku's answer seemed clear, but wasn't. He didn't answer the question. If I change back into a guy, I'll have to hide my feelings for you. Lukaku might still like me, even though he's a guy again. However, he'll never speak honestly about those feelings. This is what Lukaku decided for himself. It would be wrong to pry any further. Maybe I'm just running away. Maybe I should pry, force him to confront his feelings. But I'm not strong enough to accept the consequences. I'll just end up hurting Lukaku.
Arigatou. Omae ni wa korekara mo zutto ore no deshi de ite hoshii. Sore de ii ka?
Thanks. You are my disciple, now and forever. Agreed? Yes, of course I am. I look away, unable to bear his shy smile. The world line has changed. Lukaku is a guy again. Which means the IBN 5100 should be here at the shrine. On the previous world line, girl Lukaku broke the IBN 5100 while cleaning the storehouse. But guy Lukaku didn't clean the storehouse. He never broke the IBN 5100. It's 6:46 p.m. Judging by past experience, it is very likely that I've averted Mayuri's death for today, but just in case, I should get back to the lab within the hour.
ルカ子、お前は去年この神社の倉庫で古いパソコンを壊した覚えがあるか?
Lukaku, do you remember breaking an old computer in the shrine storehouse last year?
古いパソコンですか? そんなものうちにはなかった気がしますけど。
An old computer? No, I don't remember anything like that.
僕、パソコンはよくわからなくて、ろくに触ったこともないんです。
I don't really understand computers. I haven't played with them much. When Lukaku was a girl, she trembled when I asked her the same question. And then she forced a smile, as if to avoid admitting that she broke the computer. But he's not trembling now. Lukaku honestly doesn't know.
父上に会わせてくれ。
Go get your father for me. I asked Lukaku to fetch his father for me, so I can ask him whether or not the IBN 5100 was in the storehouse.
古いパソコン? 確かにそんな記憶がありますね。
An old computer? Yes, I do remember.
見てきましょう。ちょっと待っていてください。
I'll go check. Please wait a moment. He heads into the storeroom out back, just like on the previous world line. But on the previous world line, the IBN 5100 was no longer in the storehouse, since girl Lukaku had secretly moved it. How will it turn out this time? Luca's dad returns after about 10 minutes. His expression is grave. That's all the answer I need. Nothing has changed.
見つかりません。なくなっています。
It's gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I quickly glanced at Lukaku's face. Blank. He doesn't seem to know anything. Lukaku is innocent, I'm sure of it.
倉庫の鍵が壊されていました。何者かが持ち去ったかもしれません。
The lock to the storehouse was broken. Someone may have stolen it.
持ち去った?
Stolen it? It didn't disappear? A thief took it?
重いものを引きずったような跡がありました。年末に大掃除をした時にはあんな跡はありませんでしたし、鍵も1ヶ月ほど前にたまたま確認した時は壊されていませんでした。
There's evidence someone dragged something heavy away. That wasn't there at the end of the year cleaning, and the lock wasn't broken when I checked last month.
まさか泥棒に入られるとは。
I never expected a thief would break in.
じゃあ、警察に届けないと。
Then shouldn't we report it to the police? While they discuss what to do, I sigh and consider the situation.
倉庫にないと意味がないんだ。
This isn't going to work. The IBN 5100 is still out of reach. There are 2 D-mails left to cancel. Something tells me that if I cancel just one more, I can get back the IBN 5100. But which one?
岡部さん、なんだかよくわからないですけど、気を落とさないでください。
Okabe-san, I don't really understand, but please don't be sad.
そんなことどうでもいいの精神ですよ。
Just go, it matters not, like you always do. I chuckle. Lukaku's so adorable when he's trying to cheer me up. But he's a guy.
その言葉、使い方が間違っているぞ。
You're using that phrase wrong, you know. I wave goodbye and leave the shrine. 2 D-mails remain. First, the one I sent to myself with the winning Lotto 6 numbers. That one should be easy to cancel. The problem is the other one. The one sent by someone I wish I could forget. Right, yes. Kiyumaweka. I couldn't remember what either of the D-mails was. But now I do. It's coming back to me now. I know the gist of her D-mail, since she sent it as part of our early experiments. When Moeka asked to send a D-mail, I agreed under 2 conditions. First, make the contents simple enough that the D-mail's effects would be obvious. Second, make the contents public to all lab mems. Moeka ended up sending a D-mail to prevent herself from buying a new phone a few days prior. The D-mail was sent to July 31st, an easy date to remember. The question is how it relates to the theft of the IBN 5100. It must be the butterfly effect, as it was with Lukaku's D-mail. This time, however, I will not hesitate to do what is necessary. Kiyumaweka does not deserve my sympathy. That woman and her men have killed Mayuri more times than I can bear to remember. I will show her no mercy. There's just one problem. The cancellation D-mail needs to be sent from Moeka's own phone. I don't think a message from me telling her not to change phones would sway Moeka's intentions in the slightest. I need her phone, but I don't know where to find her. What do I do? I return to the lab and set things up so I can timely put a moment's notice. Fortunately, that isn't necessary.
お腹いっぱい。マユシーは今日はほとんど何も食べてなかったからずっとペコペコだったんだよ。
I'm stuffed. I barely ate today, so I was hungry.
明日もあるの？
Is there more tomorrow?
明日だけじゃなくて明後日もあるの。
Yeah, and the day after too. Mayuri just got back from Komima 30 minutes ago. She and Kurisu, who stayed behind at the lab, have just finished eating cup noodles. It's already past 8, and so far, nothing has happened. Mayuri is still alive. Going by the pattern, her death has probably been postponed until about this time tomorrow. Is this the will of some higher being, God, fate, the universe itself? Or is it merely coincidence? That doesn't matter now.
さてさて、マユシーは明日早いからもう帰るね。
Okie dokie, Mayushi's got an early day tomorrow, so I'm going home. Mayuri takes a big stretch and starts getting ready to go home. She's been up since 5 this morning. Looks like she plans to wake up early tomorrow too. That reminds me, I haven't seen Daru at all. He's fighting in the Komima Holy War too, so that doesn't surprise me. Busy checking his spoils, I guess.
ねえねえ、クリスちゃんやオカリンはコミマ行かないの？
Hey guys, why don't you come too?
俺はパスだが助手が行きたいそうだ。
I'll pass, but my assistant looks like she wants to go.
はあ？
What? Kurisu jumps up at my answer.
ちょっと岡部、何勝手に捏造してんのよ。
Hey, don't put words in my mouth.
さっきまで興味津々な様子でマユリのコスプレ話を聞いていたではないか。
I saw your eyes sparkling while you listened to Mayuri's cosplay stories.
そうだけど、誰も行くとは言ってない。
Maybe, but nobody said anything about going.
行こうよ、クリスちゃん。
Come on, Christian. I know that Kurisu is an at-channeler, but is she an otaku? Not all at-channelers are otaku, but she has often hinted at an interest in cosplay.
お断りよ。人が多すぎて息が詰まりそう。
No way. I'd suffocate in a crowd like that.
今日と比べるとね、2日目はそんなに多くないよ。午後から来れば快適そのものなんだから。人気のある同人誌なんかは売り切れちゃうけどね。
It's not as crowded on day 2. If you're worried, come in the afternoon. All the popular stuff will be sold out, though.
岡部がついてきなさいよ。あんた、マユリの保護者でしょ？
You go, Okabe. You're Mayuri's guardian, aren't you?
違うよ。マユシーはね、オカリンの人質。
No, Mayushi is Okarin's hostage.
あ、はいはい。そうだったな。
Oh, right. That's what it was.
人質に逃げられちゃまずいでしょ。 手錠でもかけて同行すれば？
Well, you don't want your hostage to escape, do you? Shouldn't you take her along in handcuffs or something?
俺にはこの秋葉でやらなければならないことがある。
I've got business in Akiba.
何よ、やらなきゃならないことって。
What do you mean, business? The search for Kiryu Moeka. I already sent her an email. We need to talk. And now I'm awaiting her reply. Something tells me it's not going to work.
無言ってことは単に行きたくないだけか。
No answer. I guess it was just an excuse.
クリスティーナ、話がある。
Christina, we need to talk.
また？相変わらず唐突ね。
Again? Abrupt as usual.
またとはどういう意味だ？
What do you mean again?
別に。
Nothing.
話って何？
What you gonna talk about?
最近オカリンとクリスちゃん仲良しなんだよね。いつも二人で話し込んでるもん。
You two have been really close lately, huh? You're always talking together.
マユシーも秘密の会議に参加したい気持ちでいっぱいです。
Mayushi really wants to join in your secret meetings and stuff.
タイムリープマシンについての協議をしているだけだ。おそらくマユリが参加してもちんぷんかんぷんだと思うぞ。
Don't worry. We've been talking about the time loop machine. It would just be gibberish to you. Not entirely accurate, but not a lie either.
そしてこれからクリスティーナに話そうとしているのはいかにしてこいつを小見舞い行かせるかという内容だ。マユリを期待して待っていろ。ふぅはははは。
Besides, the purpose of this particular discussion is to convince Christina to attend Komima. Prepare for good news, Mayuri. Mwahahaha.
わかったありがとね、オカリン。
Oh, great! Thanks, Okarin. Mayuri waits in the lab as I take Karisu outside.
というわけで、クリスティーナ。
So, Christina,
コミマに行くつもりはないから。
I'm not going to Komima.
お前さっき、またと言ったな。ここでこうして1対1での相談を何度もしている。ということで間違いないか？
You said again just now. We've talked like this before, just the two of us?
ついに記憶に錯乱が見られるようになったか。狂気のマッドサイエンティストさんはアセチルコリンが減少してるんじゃない？
Losing your memory now? Does that little mad scientist have an acetylcholine deficiency? I don't know how to read the... No, that's the wrong button. We're just going to have to do the long way to read the tips. Here we go, new. A neurotransmitter. Acetylcholine levels in the hippocampus increase when learning or remembering. Interesting. Oh, or I could have just pressed X. That would have been much more helpful.
真面目に答えろ。
I'm being serious.
あんた、なんか変よ。
You're acting weird today. What's going on?
頼む。答えてくれ。
Please, I need to know.
答えるも何も、岡部がさっき言った通りよ。もう 4,5 回くらいこうして外に出て2人でタイムリープマシンをどうするかについて話してる。
I mean, yeah, this is like the 5th time you've brought me outside to talk about the time leap machine.
俺がタイムリープしていることについては。
Have we talked about my time leaping? For an instant, Karisu opens her eyes wide in surprise. But then, she gives me an angry glare.
知ってるの？
You're time leaping? I nod.
かれこれ10回以上だ。
More than a dozen times already.
そんなに？何勝手な真似してんのよ。
That many? What the hell are you doing? Looks like she doesn't know anything about Lukaku or my shifting between world lines. But that's only natural. So far, I've changed world lines a total of 3 times. Let's call the first world line where Mayuri died Alpha 1. The world line where Faris and I fought the viral attackers is Alpha 2. The world line where I dated girl Lukaku is Alpha 3. And now I'm on Alpha 4. From my perspective, Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and Alpha 3 were undone by my demails. But for Karisu and everyone else on Alpha 4, those world lines were nothing but separate, intangible possibilities to begin with. I guess I have to explain everything again. I sigh heavily, then begin.
おおむね把握した。
I think I get it. After I'm done, Karisu sighs and lightly pats my arm.
あんまり無茶しないで。
Don't wear yourself out.
助手に励まされるとは屈辱だな。
It's a disgrace to be comforted by my assistant.
なんで屈辱なのよ。せっかく優しくしてやったのに。ほんと、いちいち偉そうだな、あんた。
Why are you always like that? I'm even trying to be nice. You're really full of yourself, you know?
同情などいらない。すべては俺の軽率な行動が起こしたことだ。自業自得なんだ。
I don't need your sympathy. Everything that happened is my fault. I'm just getting what I deserve.
って助手にこの話をするのはかれこれ4回目か5回目くらいだが、毎回こうやって自虐的になるな。
Come to think of it, every time I explain this to you, I always end up hating myself in the end.
岡部。
俺の心配よりマユリの心配をしてくれ。
Don't worry about me. Worry about Mayuri.
おそらくマユリは明日死ぬ。どんな死に方かはわからない。
Mayuri will probably die tomorrow. I don't know how it will happen. If Mayuri stays away from the lab, she can probably avoid running into Moeka and her men. It doesn't matter though. She'll die all the same. All Alpha world lines converge on her death. Escaping the attractor field is the only way to save her.
お前には悪いと思うが、明日マユリの死を見届けてほしい。
Sorry about this, but I want you to be there when she dies tomorrow night.
だからコミマに行けって言ったのか。
That's why you want me to go to Komima?
死は回避できない。抵抗は無駄だ。お前は見届けて俺に連絡するだけでいい。
There's nothing we can do to prevent her death. Just stay close and tell me when it happens.
お前からの連絡が来たらタイムリープする。
Once I know, I'll make the time leap.
マユリが死ぬのが分かっていながら何もできないなんて。
I can't believe there's nothing we can do.
全然実感が湧かないけど事実なんでしょうね。あんたの目を見ればわかる。
It just doesn't feel real. But it's the truth, isn't it? I can see it in your eyes.
大丈夫？
Are you okay?
大丈夫じゃない。マユリを助けるためにはまだ。
No. I still haven't saved Mayu.
マユリのこともそうだけど。
I know. That's not what I meant. Karisu interrupts me.
私が聞いたのはあんたのこと。
Are you okay?
俺がどうしたって。
I don't follow.
あんまり気負いすぎないで。
You're carrying an awful burden. It's rare for her to look so concerned for me.
言っただろ。俺の心配よりマユリの心配をしろと。
I told you not to worry about me. It's Mayuri you need to worry about.
俺は明日桐生萌香を探す。
Tomorrow I'm going to look for Moeka. If Mayuri doesn't die tomorrow, I can postpone the time leap. If Mayuri does die tomorrow, I'll return to the past no matter what.
できればマユリに痛い思いをさせたくないがな。
I wish there was some way that Mayuri wouldn't have to suffer.
だったら今からタイムリープしちゃえばいい。
Then why don't you time leap now?
この世界線においていつがデッドラインなのか、それを見極めておかないと計画をうまく立てられないだろう。
I can't plan effectively without knowing the deadline.
こんなこと言うとなんだけど、私はマユリが死ぬところなんて見たくない。
I don't want to see Mayuri die either, you know?
気持ちはわかるが頼めるのはお前しかいない。
I know how you feel, but you're the only one I can ask.
ずいぶん信用されてるのね。
Where did all this trust come from?
何しろお前は俺の助手だからな。
You're my assistant, after all. Kurisu forces a laugh at my feeble attempt at a joke.
偉そうに。
You're so full of yourself. We have our plan. Kurisu will go to her first komima. Mayuri will be so delighted when I tell her the news. I haven't seen Mayuri all day. Oh, I'm receiving mail? I've got mail. Oh, I've got 3? I guess because we've skipped a whole day. Let's read Mayuri's first. I'm off. Morning, Okarin. I'm heading off now, okay? Joined up with Mayuri. We're heading out to Ariake. Kind of excited, lol. So many people. I had no idea it would be this crowded. Save me, Oz. Well, at least they're having a good time. Okay, I haven't seen Mayuri all day. I want to be with her, of course, but that's not possible. Moeka hasn't replied, which means I have to find her myself. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about her. My only clue is Arc Rewrite, the company Moeka supposedly worked at. I find it after a quick search online. Sure enough, their business is producing articles for PC magazines. Luckily, their office is in Akiba. I tried calling first, but it goes to voicemail. I guess they're still closed for the Obon holiday. Or maybe it's just a bad time. Or maybe it's a cover and it doesn't exist. I don't know. I mean, we know that she doesn't really work for them, but maybe the company itself is not real. Looks like I've got no choice but to visit them in person. It's the second day of Komima and Akiba is deserted. Most of the otaku are lined up at Big Sight right now. I've experienced the craze of Komima several times firsthand. It's literal war. It scares me whenever Mayuri goes alone. I can't help but imagine her trampled by a horde of crazed otaku. But in reality, Mayuri's surprisingly quick and tough. I've seen her weave through crowds like you wouldn't believe. Kurisu's the one more likely to get trampled. I can't help but feel sorry for her. Maybe it was wrong to ask her to go. I find the Arc Rewrite office in a fancy-looking building on the outskirts of Akiba. I take the elevator up, but there's nobody there. I lean against the wall and wait. After about 30 minutes, a man dressed in a shirt and tie appears. I explain that I'm a relative of Kiryu Moeka and ask for her contact info. But he gives an unexpected answer.
そんな名前のバイトはうちにはいないな。
We don't have an employee by that name.
いない？
You don't? Damn, I've been tricked. I should have known better. Moeka is working for CERN. Of course a place of employment is fake. Is this the end of the line? Just as I'm about to turn around and leave, the man pounds his hand as if he remembers something.
いや待った。確か2日だけ来て音信不通になったバイトの女がいたな。そいつが桐生って名前だったような。
Wait a second, there was a girl who worked here just 2 days before disappearing. I think her name might have been Kiryu.
まだ履歴書残ってたかな。
We might still have her resume. I frantically bow my head and ask him to look for it. He's reluctant but acquiesces. I think we should leave it here for today. So next time we will go to Kiryu Moeka's apartment. I feel like the last few chapters have been very much dealing with each possible character and ending, because I think it was chapter 6 was Suzuha's, and that was the one whose actual branch I didn't do because I sent the text before realising that it would be a branching part of the story. And then obviously Faris and Lukaku. So I'm guessing this is the Kiryu Moeka branch. I feel like Mayuri and Kurisu are going to be very important in the last chapter. I mean, not that they're not important now. They're obviously important now. But it's going to be about them instead of about the other women. So I'm looking forward to see where it goes. I feel like this chapter is going to be interesting. I hope we learn a lot more about CERN and what CERN's doing. I mean, I want to know why CERN, a whole place of scientists, couldn't figure out how to get it to work the way Okarin has, and what they really want. I think a lot of this might be stuff that I've forgotten and has been explained before, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I'm excited to see where this is going. I hope you are as well, and I will see you next time.